Okay, in today's video, I will show you the steps needed in cryopreservation of cells. Before starting, it is important for you to first identify the flask that you want to preserve the cells in within it, and take it out from the incubator and put it into the biosafety cabinet for the next steps. Okay, then we need to prepare the freezing medium. So the medium that we usually use are the mixture of DMSO. So DMSO here is the cryoprotectant agent, and so we add on with FBS. So in terms of the ratio of FBS to DMSO, so it's about 1 part DMSO to 9 parts FBS. So let's say in a 10 ml solution, 1 ml of DMSO plus 9 ml of FBS. In this video, you can see that the DMSO is being pipetted out from the container and put into an empty Falcon tube that will be used to store the freezing medium. In this video, you can see that the DMSO is being pipetted out from the container and put. Then FBS is pipetted out from its container. So remember, a ratio of DMSO to FBS is 1 to 9, and the FBS and DMSO is mixed together in an empty Falcon tube. Then FBS is pipetted out from its container. So remember, a ratio of DMSO to FBS is 1 to. After preparing the freezing medium, now we are moving on to the actual steps in preserving the cells. So you have chosen before the flask that you want to preserve the cells, and then what you should do is you need to remove the growth media inside the flask, and then you need to follow the exact steps that you did during subculturing or passaging. After centrifuging the Falcon tube, you need to remove the supernatant at the top of the Falcon tube. This video basically shows the removal of the supernatant. So the supernatant is being put into a waste beaker inside the biosafety cabinet. What you have now underneath the Falcon tube is just a pellet of cells. So these pellets of cells are the ones that you want to cryopreserve. So the next step is you need to take 1 ml of the freezing medium that you have made before. So you take 1 ml of the freezing medium. So using a pipette, you resuspend the cell pellet at the bottom of the Falcon tube. So you resuspend it over and over again until the cell mixes with the solution. In this video, you can see that 1 ml of freezing solution is pipetted out, and then it is used to resuspend the cell pellet inside the Falcon tube. In this video, you can see that 1 ml of freezing solution is pipetted out, and then it is used to resuspend. After resuspension, you need to pipette out the solution. So here the solution contains the cells and also the freezing solution. And once you pipette out, put everything inside a cryo vial. Then you need to label the cells, the cryo vial. So you need to label with your name, the owner's name, the cell's name, and then the day the cryopreservation is being done, and also which passage is the cells are the cells right now. After that, you need to slowly cool down the cells in the cryovials. So the first step that you need to do after this is take Mr. Frosty and fill up Mr. Frosty with isopropanolol, and then you put the cryovials inside Mr. Frosty and keep Mr. Frosty in a minus 80-degree freezer for one night or for 24 hours. After 24 hours, take out Mr. Frosty from the minus 80 degrees freezer and take out the cryovials and put the cryovial containing your cell inside a container and put it into liquid nitrogen for safekeeping. Okay, now you are at the end of the procedure, so you can keep your cells in the liquid nitrogen for quite some time. So the next time you want to use the cells, just store the cells and it is ready to use.